Hi, this is Sujata on Heaven on Earth. Today again, I'm going to talk about parenting. Is it tough? This is actually about what I said in my earlier video, which is Tough Parenting Part 2, that you keep your children close to God. I wanted to explain myself. I couldn't do it in that video because that was just a 1 minute short. So that's why I'm doing this again. Now, what do I mean by keep your children close to God? So, in my own journey, what I did was I committed my child to God. So, this is what I did. Take your children's name when you're talking to God. So, it would be something like this: Dear God, I commit Sani and Andy to you. You are their father and you are their mother from now on. I cease. You take over. Help them, guide them, give them wisdom and other material things. They are yours. Thank you, Lord. So this is what I did. And after that, the life track just changed. She took off because now God was guiding her. I gave her into God's hands. Um, and I told her to listen God's voice. So like she would come to me and say, "Oh, mother, I need your advice on that." I told her, "Listen, now God is your father. He is your mother. Don't come to me. Talk to him." She said, "Oh, I did speak to him, but I don't think he's talking to me." Oh, that was a big. I said, "No, no, he's always talking to you. Never say that. Only you are not hearing him." So develop yourself in the art of hearing what God is saying. Don't say he's not talking to you. He wants to talk to you. So for that particular, in that particular moment, I said, okay, I'm going to talk to God and I will tell you what his advices on this particular thing. You see, parents, I have been having a close walk with God till 2000, since 2008. I have had this close relationship, and so I have this art of knowing, hearing God's voice and knowing if it is God talking or Satan. You see, when God is talking to you, Satan has to come and interfere and confuse you. So it is very important to be very clear in knowing that it is God's instructions. You will get there if you haven't already. So parents, tell your children, speak to them in front of them, speak to God and tell them that they are God's now. And of course, initially they will come to you and they will say, "Oh, we didn't hear God's voice," because they don't know. So you pray to God, find out what is His will in that particular situation, and tell your kids. Also, tell them to try and hear God's voice and know that it is He talking. Initially, have patience with your children. They will come to you and say, "Oh, God didn't say anything to me," which is all right. You can do this. Commit your children to God from day one, from minute one. It doesn't have to be when they are teenagers or they are 9 or 10 years old. Even little children, even when they are toddlers, they have a great understanding. Don't underestimate your 2 year olds or 3 year olds, and they're watching you and they're learning you and they will be walking with God very soon. So parents, there are two advantages. One is the obvious, that when God takes over, as I said, their life track will be totally different because now they are divinely guided. It's not human advice and human suggestions. No, no, no. It's coming from above. God, the divine, is guiding them. That's the major advantage. And second, and equally important, if not more important, You don't have to be a bad cop, and you don't have to be in constant conflict with your children that you so love. And be a friend to them. Leave the parenting to God because you have committed your children to them. And just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Watch them grow and enjoy God parenting them. All right, so if you have any comments on this, just put it below. And I'm also going to attach the link to my earlier video, which is part 2 of parenting, so that you know that why I have made this video, because I just wanted to clarify myself. What did I mean by saying that keep your children close to God? This is how you keep them close to God. Not only close to God, you just give them in God's hands. Commit them to Him and watch. Just enjoy. All right, dive deep within your peace and happiness. Now is the time. All right, bye bye.